I was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I would have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
In your opinion, outside of diuretics, what is the most dangerous substance that bodybuilders use today?
Insulin, and then stimulants. So clenbuterol, ephedrine, ECA stack, amphetamines, T3, T4.
And what do those things do exactly?
They elevate blood pressure, they burn fat effectively.
They burn fat, okay, fat burner.
Yeah, DMP also, but DMP is a poison. You have to be really desperate to use this poison in order to melt your fat. But stimulants, yeah, they suppress appetite, they increase heart rate, adrenaline rush, they elevate blood pressure, but they can give you vasoconstriction to the heart that gives you a heart attack, tachycardia, so speeding heart rate that gives you arrhythmia, and elevation of the blood pressure over here that gives you cerebral stroke. So stimulants, insulin, and diuretics.
But are those things absolutely necessary?
Not necessary, but it's a classic thing to use some clenbuterol in order to start to kick in your fat burning. Obviously, you have the G8s that burns fat, you have the steroids that burn fat, you have the low carb diet, you have the cardio, you have all these muscles that burn fat. But some people are desperate; they want to melt fat because they're a bit lazy, so they do some abuses.
Now, I want you to explain for people that are still trying to understand bodybuilding and sex drive, right? Because I hear different things. I hear like when you bodybuild, you own these substances, your sex drive goes through the roof, and some people say it's actually the other way around. So, from your experience, what's the connection between supplement, the PEDs and sex drive?
So it's both. Initially, you have a great sex drive. Great hard on. Your erection is great. Your free testosterone goes high to the roof. Now, then you need to manage your estrogens and your prolactin. And after a while, your own production has been shut off completely. So you need to introduce some HCG in order to keep your own production from the balls. So HCG is a libido booster along the cycle, and of course, you can use the DHT derivatives that are able to suppress the HCG and liberate the free testosterone. That's the one that works. But you need to, if you have sky high estradiol along with prolactin, this will affect your erection. Too high prolactin can give you an orgasmia, meaning you're not able to ejaculate. And very high estradiol also can give you, can affect the duration of your erection. Also, super low estradiol, if you tank your estradiol by the aromatase inhibitors because you want to look lean and shredded, you're going to kill your desire also for sex,
You say in the beginning, is that in the beginning of a cycle, you mean, or just in the beginning of a career?
Cycle, it feels great because your receptors are fresh up, they suck up everything. And from you go down that level, you go to sky high and you feel great. But after a while, there comes a problem. And the major problem arises when you stop, obviously, the gear, and you need to stand on your feet by the HCG. And that's the problem.
Which supplements, which steroids are used the most, makes bodybuilders irritable, causes irritability?
The high androgenic ones, so trenbolone, high dose of testosterone, and halotestin, which is fluoxymesterone, very androgenic ones. Okay, I've experienced this, and it was crazy. Yes, you felt like help. There are other people that are very calm as a cats, But along with the diet, with the stress, if some people irritate you also, So it depends, not one size for all. But usually the high androgenic ones, it's different to use halo and anabar, for instance.
How do you supposed to suppress those feelings of irritability when you are on those substances?
Well, obviously you need to take stress reliefs, to smoke a pie, smoke a joint, to do some meditation, listen to classic music. I don't know, man. You don't need to be with people that stress you out,
So it seems like, honestly, the more I talk to doctors and coaches and everybody else in the industry, it seems like, honestly, it's genetics with a combination of steroids. Really, everybody will react differently, from the results to how they feel after them,
Yes, indeed. Up to a certain degree, we have the malfunction, the distortions. But after that, there comes the family history. Somebody, if his father died of a heart attack, he's not blessed with great genetics, to take year, or his father had diabetes, type 2. he is prominent, and in order to have diabetes also. So growth hormone gives you diabetes, by the way.
It does? Growth hormone?
Yeah, it gives you diabetes, yes. In the long run, yes. It elevates your blood sugar, and this is why they use insulin in order to compensate this.
Oh, man. So what about cancer? Are there any connection? I know GH can cause a tumor to grow. I know that. But what about other steroids? Can they cause cancer?
The liver cancer is the most common. Andreas Munzer had already liver cancer when he competed in his last show. And there was another guy, Shawnee Schmidt, who died of cancer, but I'm not sure what kind of cancer it was. But yes, they can give you this, and very rare some tumor in the kidneys, very rare. But actually, yes, the liver cancer is the most.
What about prostate? How does it affect prostate? Because
prostate now. The association between testosterone and prostate cancer has been debunked, Of course, the testosterone can enlarge the prostate, but this is another story. It doesn't mean an elevated prostate will be turned cancer. And actually, low testosterone, Morgenthaler says, the best doctor in urology, says that it has been shown that men with low testosterone develop prostate cancer. Why? Because low testosterone is linked to high estrogens, So as I told you, estrogens also come into play. But I never heard of a bodybuilder that has to do prostatectomy in order to avoid the metastasis of prostate cancer. I guess the cardiovascular issues, the kidneys and the liver are the most common ones.